Hi everyone, my name is Shannon from the Macedon Public Library, and today we are going to learn how to make pebble art. So this is a fun and inexpensive way to make some art. This is an example that I made. I made a little flower on this small canvas, and this is actually made out of sea glass. I went down to the lake to find some pebbles, and I also found some sea glass, so I thought this would be a really cool idea to make with some sea glass. And I've also seen people add some sticks to their canvas as well. You can be really creative with how you go about making your design. And for the materials for this project, you're going to need some pebbles. And if you visit the lake, maybe you can find some sea glass as well. Up to you. And then you're also going to need either a canvas or a frame. If you have like a shadow box frame, you can use that so it'll accommodate the rocks. Or I just used this little canvas that I got at the dollar store. There was a pack of 3 for $1, so very inexpensive. You can decide how simple or fancy you would like to get. And otherwise, you're going to need some glue as well. I used some E6000 glue. You could also try using hot glue as well. And then optional is you can grab a Sharpie as well. So I did not use a Sharpie for this design, but I think for the design today, I am going to use Sharpie. And this is just for minimal additions to your piece. So just little details that would make it more recognizable what your design is going to be, or just make it more complete. So with that in mind, to get started, I would recommend to decide on the canvas or frame that you're going to use, the size, and also the design that you want to make. So once you decide the size of your canvas, that will help you to decide how big your rocks need to be or how small they need to be. So if you have a little canvas like the one I have, I knew I needed some smaller rocks. And if you have a big canvas, then you can get some bigger rocks. And then also deciding on the design that you are going to be making, that will also help you to decide on what shapes, or colors, or size rocks that you're going to need to find. So once you decide on those 2 things, I am going to be using this size canvas, and I decided to make some rabbits for my piece today. And then I went to the lake to find some rocks. You can decide where you would like to get your rocks, but I chose the lake because those rocks would be nice and smooth and a lot of round ones that I thought would look really nice. So I went down to the lake and I found the rocks that I needed. And I actually made my picture right there at the lake while I was gathering my rocks. So then I knew I had the right sizes and shapes that I wanted. And then once I was all done, I took a picture of it. So then I would be able to recreate my design after I gathered up all my rocks and put them in a baggie to take them back home. So I thought that was a really nice tip to take a picture of your design if you decide to create it at the place where you find your rocks. So I went ahead, I made my little design, and I'm ready to glue my design onto my canvas. So I'm going to point my screen down and we'll make our art together. All right, so I have my canvas, it's the same size as my other one. I believe this is a 4x6 little canvas. And again, I have my rocks set out in the pattern that I would like to make. So I decided to make 2 little bunnies, and then I found some more sea glass, and I decided to use that as a contrast material to make the sun. So I decided to make my picture vertical, and I'm going to use the E6000 glue. And now I'm just going to place the rocks on my canvas in the design that I would like. So I have one rabbit that's a little bit bigger than the other one. So I would like the bigger rabbit to be in the back. And this could be a great activity for the family to do together if you each want to make your own. I think that would be lots of fun. So this is the body of my rabbit. And then I knew I wanted a little triangle for the head. So it took me a little while to find the rocks that I needed, but it was a really fun experience going down and spending some time at the water and finding some rocks for this project. And I found some little rocks for the ears and one tiny little one for the tail. So that is my first little bunny. And I found some for a second one. You just need a little bit of glue. This E6000 works really well. But make sure to be careful with this if you're a little one, to make sure to have some adult supervision. And I have those two little ears. So you can be really creative with the design that you choose to make. It can be more abstract, or if you want to make some flowers or an animal or something that's special to you. And I thought it was really cool to find some sea glass down there. And I thought this would be perfect to make the sun with. It'd be nice and bright. I found some long pieces to make the rays of the sun. And they don't have to be perfect either, a perfect depiction, which is kind of cool about this art, is you can improvise and make it unique. I think this one needs a little bit more glue, so I'm going to put some more on here. There we go. All right, so once you have placed all of your rocks, you can decide then, does my picture need anything else, or would I like to add anything? So this is my design that you can see. So I have my two bunnies here and the sun, and I wanted to add a little bit with my Sharpie. And so like I said before, this is just for a little minimal additions to your piece. So I just wanted to make like a horizon line, just like the ground and the grass. So I'm just going to draw a line right on the bottom to draw some grass. There we go. So I made a little line, and then I'm just going to draw some little lines to make grass. And so I thought this was just a cute little addition to my piece. The focus is the pebbles, but this just gives a little extra. There we go. So if you can see that, I just drew a little line to make the ground and some grass. And so this is my final product. I will point this back up. So this is just a simple design. So you can make one more complicated or even simpler than this. So you can make this great for most ages. You can do this as a family. And I hope you guys enjoy this activity and you make some really cool pebble art. And we would love to see your designs if you wanted to bring them in or send us a picture. And I hope you guys enjoy. And we'll see you again soon.